There's an overwhelming amount of tablets to choose from in 2025, but there's also a huge range of quality and performance. So today, we're looking at the top 5 tablets you can buy right now. Let's start at the entry level with Samsung's Galaxy Tab A9 Plus. And as always, the links to the best deals are in the description. The Tab A9 Plus is Samsung's way of saying you don't need to remortgage your house to enjoy a decent tablet. It has a 10.9-inch screen, which is a sweet spot for reading, scrolling, and watching without feeling cramped. Samsung even gave it a 90 Hz refresh rate, so it feels smooth when you're swiping through social feeds or binging shows, something you usually don't see in this price bracket. Performance-wise, you're not getting a gaming monster, but for YouTube, Netflix, emails, and the occasional light game, it's more than fine. Battery life is comfortably all day for casual use, and yes, it still supports expandable storage with a microSD card. That's rare these days, and it means you can pack in films, shows, and offline content without constantly worrying about running out of space. Of course, Samsung didn't include a stylus, and the cameras are the sort of thing you use when you have absolutely no other option, but that's not the point of this device. The point is value. For the price, the Galaxy Tab A9 Plus feels reliable, smooth, and most importantly, like it will last you several years without complaint. If your tablet needs are simple and you just want something that works without fuss, this is one of the best budget choices right now. Now, if the Samsung Tab A9 Plus is the reliable daily commuter, the Amazon Fire Max 11 is more like the comfy couch potato. And I don't mean that in a bad way, it's a tablet that knows exactly what it's meant for. Streaming shows, reading, and plugging you deeper into Amazon's ecosystem. It has a big 11-inch display, which makes it great for binging entire seasons of Prime Video, Netflix, or even catching up on YouTube. The screen isn't going to rival the premium iPads or Samsung's AMOLED panels, but for the price, it does its job surprisingly well. You also get solid battery life, around 14 hours on a good day, which makes it perfect for travel or long lazy Sundays. Where the Fire Max 11 shines is its price. It's one of the cheapest ways to get a large tablet without dipping into the sea of no-name brands that tend to break after a software update. But there's a catch, and it's a big one: Fire OS. This is Amazon's spin on Android, which is fine if you live in the Amazon universe, Prime Video, Kindle, Audible, Alexa, but the Google Play Store isn't built in. You can get many apps through Amazon's App Store, but if you're expecting the full Android app buffet, you'll feel a bit fenced in. That said, if you just want a large screen to stream, shop, and maybe check your smart home devices, the Fire Max 11 is ridiculously good value. Think of it as a TV that just happens to be portable. Just don't expect it to replace a laptop or be the best tool for students or creatives. You'd want to look at Lenovo or the iPad Air for that. If the Fire Max 11 is all about kicking back and streaming, the Lenovo Tab M11 takes things in a more productive direction. This is the student's tablet, the note-taker's companion, and the kind of device you can actually bring to class or the office without feeling like you're making compromises. It comes with an 11-inch display that looks crisp enough for both Netflix and textbooks, but what really sets it apart at this price point is stylus support. Lenovo's Tab Pen works with full pressure sensitivity and palm rejection, so you can scribble notes in lectures, highlight PDFs, or sketch diagrams without fighting the screen. That's not something you'll find on most tablets in this range, and it makes the M11 a very practical tool if you're someone who actually needs to do things rather than just consume content. Performance-wise, it's running a MediaTek chip that won't win any speed races, but it's more than capable for browsing, multitasking, and note-taking apps. Think of it as a solid mid-tier device. Not blazing fast, but rarely frustrating. Battery life is dependable, and Lenovo keeps the software relatively clean, which is refreshing compared to some Android tablets weighed down by bloatware. The trade-offs? You don't get a high refresh rate display like Samsung's Tab A9 Plus, so scrolling feels a little less smooth. And while the pen support is excellent for the price, it doesn't quite reach the precision or ecosystem of an iPad. But that's also the point. This is a tablet that tries to give you as much student and productivity functionality as possible without hiking the price into premium territory. If you're on a budget but need a tablet that can double as a digital notebook, the Lenovo Tab M11 is one of the smartest buys in 2025. Now let's talk about the iPad Air with Apple's M3 chip, the tablet that's quietly become the default choice for just about everyone who wants a device that can last years, handle heavy tasks, and still feel slim and portable. The new iPad Air now comes in both 11-inch and 13-inch sizes, and it brings over a lot of features that used to be reserved for the iPad Pro. With the M3 chip inside, this thing is ridiculously fast. We're talking laptop-level performance in a body that feels lighter than most textbooks. Whether you're editing photos, working on music tracks, or running several apps at once, the Air doesn't even break a sweat. Apple also added support for the Apple Pencil Pro, which is hands down one of the best stylus experiences on the market right now. The pressure sensitivity, tilt control, and now the squeeze gesture all make it feel like a real tool for creatives. Combine that with the new Magic Keyboard and you're essentially turning the iPad Air into a very capable laptop alternative. The biggest strength, though, isn't just the hardware, it's the app ecosystem. iPadOS has the deepest library of professional creative and productivity apps. So whether you're into digital art, video editing, or just want a smooth, distraction-free experience for writing and browsing, the iPad Air delivers in a way most Android tablets can't quite match. Of course, this isn't a budget option. It starts at a premium price compared to the Lenovo or Amazon tablets, and accessories like the pencil and keyboard are sold separately. But if you want one tablet that can do everything, streaming, productivity, creativity, and last for years of updates, the iPad Air M3 is the one I'd recommend to the widest group of people.
We get to Samsung's Galaxy Tab S10 Plus, the tablet for people who want premium Android without going all the way to the supersized Ultra. If the iPad Air is the do-everything choice for Apple fans, the S10 Plus is the equivalent for Android power users.
The first thing you notice is the screen. It's a 12.4-inch AMOLED panel, and Samsung's displays are pretty much the gold standard. Deep blacks, punchy colors, and smooth motion make it feel more like a portable cinema than a tablet. Whether you're watching HDR movies or sketching, it's one of the best displays you can get on any tablet in 2025.
The S Pen also comes included, which is a big win over Apple's sold separately strategy. It's responsive, precise, and works perfectly for digital art, note-taking, or marking up documents. Combine that with Samsung's DX mode, which turns the tablet into a desktop-style interface when connected to a keyboard or monitor, and you've got a device that can seriously rival a laptop for productivity.
Performance-wise, the S10 Plus is stacked. Samsung packed in one of the latest high-end Snapdragon chips, plenty of memory and battery life that can comfortably last through a workday of multitasking. Cameras are solid too, though let's be honest, no one's buying a 12-inch tablet for photography. The only real drawback is the same one you'll find with most premium Android tablets, the app ecosystem. While Android has made big strides, iPadOS still has a stronger lineup of professional-grade creative apps. But if you're already invested in Android, love AMOLED screens, and want that included stylus, the Galaxy Tab S10 Plus is one of the most well-rounded premium tablets money can buy.
If this helped you find the right tablet, please hit that like button. It really helps the channel, and subscribe for more straightforward tech reviews.